Right, ladies, gents, been a bit of a Billy No mates today, ain't we, mate? None of our mates can make it. Mind you, is Thursday midweek, and it's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. Spooky Woods, and obviously immediate action, proper infantry. Get a bra on. Al's got a new little, you know, unbranded stove. Well under 20 quid, mate, wasn't it, from Amazon?
Yeah, 17.95.
Yeah. So just giving it a burn for the first time. Used Des's fire starter to get it going.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just got to give it a go, mate. But they're nice. There's nothing sort of too blinding or whatever, mate. But you can pay a lot of money for the same sort of stove.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, yeah. And it will warp a little bit, but that's the first burn, mate, because it was lovely and shiny, proper RAF shiny, wasn't it?
I'm gonna have to repolish it. Actually.
Yeah, you probably will do. But obviously, man put on there, and let's just. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Gonna get a bra on. And there's the top man. He keeps indicating a lot today, didn't you, Mr. Baldrick? Don't pull that camera at me, then, Baldy. You can see the ghost, can you? See, there's ghost there, Dad. Look, there's ghost. Baldy, what's that? Get him, boy. There's ghosts in these wood, Dad. Oh, he knows his Scooby snacks are in the top of the burger. All right, I'll feed you in a sec, boy. You've had your water. But just come over for a day out, ladies and gents. Absolutely no plans whatsoever. And sometimes they work out to be the best days, don't they, mate? But there's a lot of heat coming off that. So it's a little stove, nothing too flash nor fancy. You'll get the job done. Oh, yes. And if we've got anything worth filming, ladies and gents, I'll bring you back. What is Al? Oh. Cool, that's a very fine stick you got there, Al. Very RAF, sir.
It's a suppository.
Well, you know, being a medical man, so you know all about that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Oh, just gonna say anyway. Ooh, pine cone, sir. Very bushcrafty doing a pine cone. Yeah, very bushcrafty. But yeah, got my little brew kit there, and just that little Friscars axe.
Yeah.
You just hammered a bit of wood with that. They're tiny little things, mate. For what they are and what you can do with them, they don't weigh too much. No. And the thing is, it's small enough, because that French bag is definitely not big. No. I should. No, it's not big, is it?
It's too French. It's too awkward.
It's got some weird buckles on it, upside down, ain't they? No, but I'll soon sort that out. But otherwise, I quite like it, mate. Because today I was gonna, I'll put that in, I'll put that in. I went, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? That's the only way to limit myself bringing stuff across.
So you adjust the straps. You don't pull down, you pull up to adjust the straps.
Yeah, it's French, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, leave it there, sir. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, I'll get like a load of French, you know, gay boy loiterer boys hating me. But it's French, and we'll just say no more, sir. Yeah. Probably had a lot of cake in it, innit?
Yeah.
Cake and white, you know, pillowcases and sheets.
Wine. Yeah.
Wine, sir. Yes. Fruit-based drink for the ladies. Yeah. And have cake for breakfast, so no wonder they're not really a fighting nation.
No.
Mind you, that you got French flag? Oh no, that's the RF one, mate. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, and there's Mr. Baldrick. What you doing, Barley? So I'm having a scratch then. Oh, got a fleet there. Oh, I said, oh, I love that one. You all right, mate? Baldy, is that my stick? Give me that stick. Give me that stick. It's mine. Baldy, it's mine. No, it's not. I nicked that off Al.
You did actually.
Right, anyway. Only thing I did today as I was mooching about, found this thing. It's obviously some sort of shelter. I think, remember, if anybody does watch me films, the first Backwards Bungalow, the material was okay, but the workmanship was shot to bits. He sent me another one, because I did a review, because there was no quality control on the first, One Tigress Backwards Bungalow, and I think I cut the sides off and made that into some sort of shelter. But yeah, so even I can just, well, I'll bring that across, I'll set it up and see what it's all about. But yeah, that French little pack there. I like the 3 pouches on the outside. That's got all my tools. Man's got all his tools in there. That's all my necessaries. and then there's a 2 litre water bottle, and you know, it's a day pack. But it's French, it's really weird. So the old FD are weird as well. Isn't it right, Al?
Weed is normal.
Yeah. Right, ladies and gents, got some nice feedback on the old medical thing you did last time, mate, and you want to do it again, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair enough, mate. So
burns next time.
yeah, he's going to do burns next time, ladies and gents. Prevention is better than obviously putting the thing right, which Al's very good at doing. He said to me, I'm not a very technical person earlier on coming in, mate, and I went, oh yeah, hold tight, steady on. You fix, well, you fix the human body, mate.
Help to fix it.
Well,
yeah.
no, it's fair enough. Take, you know, that's, you do, mate. Don't be like saying, oh, I'm a bit thick or nothing, because you're, no, do you know what I mean? You're not. You've got a skill, sir, a skill. But, ladies and gents, I can't recommend these things enough, and I always carry them. Cook's Essentials, they're a good little firm. Amazon, not too expensive, and they're heat-proof gloves, okay? And I've, obviously, with a hot pot, so I grabbed my gloves, put them on, pulled them off, didn't even know it was hot. I'll stick these on in a second, just give you an idea of how good they are. Because there's 2 things you're going to do out in the field: burn yourself or cut yourself. And for, you know, in the order of like 20 quid or something like that, 18 quid, just a pair of roll gloves. You can get them in black if you're quite fancy. I just like the red because it's like danger, danger, danger. And they stand out a bit. But I'm going to pick that thing up and see how long I can hold it for you. Right, ladies and gents, there's no 2 ways about it. That's hot, okay? Hasn't got the framing, but them coals, and we've done a brew off it and that, yeah? So flat side on, I'll just lift it up, alright? I'm not trying to say these things are Superman, they're not, but they will prevent you from getting an accidental burn, okay? So there you go. Imagine that, how hot that is. I'm feeling a little bit hot now. Coming through on the left glove, now on the right glove. It's telling me I want to put it down. And guess what? I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to put it down. But how many times do you reckon you can do that, ladies and gents? With, you know, I mean, yeah, the bushcrafty gloves are a little bit of leather, sir. But no, there you go. Let your eyes be your guide. I'm not trying to sell these to you. But, and obviously they will protect your hands. You can use them when you're doing all the normal fieldcraft tasks. But there's not many gloves that will allow you to do that, ladies and gents. Stand there and hold it. And, you know, anybody thinks that's not hot, well, my left hand's telling me it is hot. So I'm going to put it down. But, you know, I've had it in my hands for... you see, look, it's not damaged them whatsoever. Yeah, Cook's Essentials, you know, a sensible way to spend in the order of 20 quid, Amazon. I'll try and drop a link into these, ladies and gents, because I'll let your eyes be your guide. You know, there's not many gloves you can do that with. And when you get a burn, it's horrible. It's very horrible. And it hurts. And it hurts even if you're infantry, right? Even if you're swift and bold, knackered and cold. Protection, prevention is better than curing it, mate.
That's it.
Proper bushcraftery today. Bushcraftery. Just getting another brew on, ladies and gents. The old, it seems to be my go-to pot, mate, because I always bring 2 litres out. It's a Pathfinder. Me and Dave had a dibble on it, and it fits over there. And kind of, well, I want to cook me scran up in that in a moment. Got me tea from last night. I didn't eat. Tupperware boxed it and said, right, sodger, you can have that tomorrow. And I thought, yeah, fair enough.
A lot of food's tastier when it's sat there for a while, anyway.
Well, it's been in the fridge, mate, anyway. Unless she's trying to knock me off, but I just, you know, well, she gets the house, but well, no, I've got some insurance anyway. Anyway, Rosine, if you're watching this, I know you're not going to knock me off anyway. Well, I hope not anyway. But yeah, quite liking my little French burger, and I just put a couple of attachment straps at the top of it. So you have to pack it properly. Dave's system would be great in here, and I've got to fit some of his pouches. But I just put like a roll mat strap on there, and there is on the bottom. I put a pouch on the bottom. You can't really see. But when I undo them little straps, that's that one there and that one there. That's going to be, you know, like you want to put a warm jacket or your waterproofs or that in. It's a zip-up pocket pouch. Long one. For old squaddies, rather like a poncho roll, and that's how that's going to be. I put my warm jacket in there, or some waterproofs and stuff like that. You know, my hat and my gloves. So that will increase the carry capacity. And there, I've already made a shelter pouch. So I mean, I'm proper on that, loving it. Except the silly straps. You know, that one needs to be here, but I'll sort that out when I get a chance. Alright, Mr. Baldrick, been a bit weird today. You keep looking at all the ghosts, didn't you? And ladies and gents, many moons ago, I'd pulled the trigger on a one Tigress, one of the very early versions, and it weren't great. The you know, the quality of manufacture. They have addressed that. When I put the film up, like some of the tabs have come off in my hand, and I think it was Mike Smith said, no, do it. I was just going to bin it and back it off to them. He said, no, do it, because a lot of people will, you know, do what you did, because it is like a lightweight baker tent. But no, hands, I must admit, by the time I come out and work the next day, he had already contacted me, said, no, thank you, pointing this out, we're looking into things, and that's not how we want our tents. He said, he gave me his email address, so I emailed him and I got my money back. He said, keep the tent. And nicely enough, mate, good lad, only good things to say. Customer service, when they're on it, because like I say, and I do know, they are really up their game on the old tents, really up their game. Couple of bits and bobs, but they always seem to sort it out. So I had, well, they sent me another one, and the only thing wrong with it was a neon zip, but I give that in as a raffle prize at one of the meets, because they sent me another one. I had a look at it, but yeah, somebody won that for, I don't know, a pound raffle or whatever. But the material on the first one, ladies and gents, if you imagine, that's, well, you know what I'm like, the old tightwad. So I've got more material, and I'm sure I was going to put what I call the sides on it that just come in, give you a bit more coverage, triangular sides, and I'll look into that. But there is, out of that tent, out of what it was, is I like the old brown material, brown, and it's not coyote tan. Anybody says coyote tan, I'll kill you. No, we're British. And again, ladies and gents, perfectly good little shelter I made out of that. And obviously, as long as well, you drop it down if need be, but you could pop one up there, so even if it was raining, it'd run down the back. Again, always easy enough to collect water off your top. Ooh, we're having the law. We had the old, it was either the police helicopter or the air ambulance over, bottom of Voss 105. Dead easy to pick out the engine note on that. Yeah, but seriously, ladies and gents, yeah, more than happy with that as a little shelter. Folds up really small. I do like the material on it. It's got a what do they call that, you know, like the ripstop effect on it, and I like the actual colour, beige, dark earth. What I do, and I'll show you, I mean, I just unrolled it from the first time I brought it out to have a look, but I'd attach cords to it, and there's an easy way, and I just think it's a very simple way, and we like simple because simple normally works, of actually attaching that pole. Some people I see just wrap round it, and that'll work, but I'll show you how I set up the other one and how easy it was for me to open it up and stick that in there. Well, nobody's going to get points for this, but that's a loop. There's a knot, there's a loop, push it through and pull all this cord through, and that's very, very secure, but easy to get off. Now when I wanted to put the stick in, all I did was loosen that off a bit, and see, open that bit out, and the actual, as you see in the other one, I'll take you back to it, I just push the pole in and then pulled this bit tight, and it works. And it's dead simple, ladies and gents, no too much fancying about, but yeah, as we can see, that's how I did it. Pulled it through, and that'll come off easy if I need to use it on another one. And I put one of these on every corner, so it's kind of ready to go. Ridge lines I normally keep in my pocket, always have cord in your pocket. Yeah, so I just loosened that off and stuck the stick through there and pulled it tight, and Bob's your uncle, and hopefully he's not like knobbing your auntie, because that'll be a bit wrong, won't it? Yeah, ladies and gents, here we see, there's the round bit, so it's gone through, and alright, that's nicely, sorry, it's nicely tightened up this time, but it's also just secured that stick, and I can push it up and down the stick if I need to, and I just think that's a bit better than doing the round and round thing that I see people do, and obviously tied off to a stake at the bottom. always think if you keep things simple, they're probably going to work, ladies and gents. Never invented that, just do it. Ah, it's Mr. Baldrick. You like that, Mr. Baldrick, there? Yeah, you always, when you see a tent Baldrick, you always go in there, don't you? Oh look, you don't like being filmed, bless him. So he keeps I think he can sense spooky wood ghosts today because he keeps stopping and then like just staring into space. You alright, Baldy? You look like a ghost? Yeah, alright then. A lot of treats off Al today, ain't this? Oh, I love Al, don't I, Dad? I love Al. Ah, right. Don't take too long to get that water hot and have another brew. It's just for David Fairs and that. Al's got his scoff there, noodles and soup and
noodles.
Yeah, very nice, sir. And obviously it's a stew. Got very much like a sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Loads of chicken in there and the potatoes, and I've cut them a bit smaller. And that's what I'm having. I'm only recording this for like David Fairs because you know it's not often I cook when I come over the woods, isn't it? No, I'll get that fire going a bit, not too much, and I'll get that down my get that in my belly. And there she blows. A few bits of tinder, but these blowy sticks, they're bang on it. That was hot ash, quick 2 blows, job done. Optimal temperature. What did you call it earlier on?
Auto ignition temperature.
Auto ignition temperature. Very posh, sir. Must have got that term when he was in the RAF. Because in the army we'd go, yeah, that would do. But I've got to get stirring that now anyway, ladies and gents. But yeah, proper on these little tubes. So you know, they've made it into my top pocket. Oh yeah. All of that got in my belly. And oh, we're having another brew, mate, aren't we? Yeah, we're having another brew. Wash that down, sir. As well. All I've got to do now, mate, is stop myself from falling asleep. Because once you feed me, I'm just like a pig. I fall asleep. Huh?
You dozed off just then.
If I didn't, I would have done, mate, if I hadn't got up.
So that or a cardiac arrest, wouldn't it?
Oh, easy's on the card, sir. And there's Mr. Bowley. Right, Mr. Bowley? Yeah, thanks for letting me lick the plate. Yeah, well, you licked the bowl, mate, not the plate. Oh, no, Mum and Dad. He's a bit quieter today, isn't he? Yeah. Stop and indicate, but yeah, never mind, it's not cold on. I think it's just nice in here, isn't it? I like the woods. But it will soon be dying off. Gets dark by about 8 o'clock now, doesn't it? Yeah. That type of time. Yeah. Horrible, yeah. Soon we'll have Halloween. All little kids knocking at your door wanting free speak. Mums and dads, right, they spend all year round, don't be like talking to strangers and that, but one particular day it's okay to knock at their door and ask for sweeties. You know what I mean? I just say, bog off and get a little job, get yourself a paper round. But I'm only 4, I don't care. Oh, mister. Here's a little trick for you. Keep knocking at my door. No, I can't, no. But it's an Americanism, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, you never see, like, Penny for the Guy no more. No. I mean, I did that as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to get enough, me and Roy Duffy used to get enough, and we'd go down to Mole's Bakers, you know, a little family firm, and we'd get, like, two of their long sausage rolls. Oh, they were, proper heaven and that, like. Because I was poor as a kid, so, yeah, and I was poor.
Bombers going over and things like that, it's terrible.
Oh yeah, the doodle bugs, so you know, the Luftwaffe and that, yeah. It's a Doinia. No, it's a Heinkel. No. The little kid like, no, it's a Messerschmitt. Looking out from the London docks. Yeah. It's a Heinkel. No, it's a Doinia. That was me, sir. That was me.
You was that kid.
I was that kid. Aircraft recognition, bang on it, sir. AFV recognition, I'm bang on it, sir. Yeah. I'm just saying. I know more about aircraft recognition than most of you RAF lads.
I don't think so.
Ooh. Ooh, are we having a challenge there, sir? Are we having a challenge, sir? Because I would expect you to be a good opponent because you like all war things, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what a flyer's lost torch is?
Yeah. It's a German, liaison aircraft.
Yeah.
A bit like the Lysander.
And why was the D9 different from the A version of the Fokker Wolf?
One had the BMW engine and one had the Junker engine.
Very good, sir. I knew you'd be a good.
And the Dora had the long nose.
Oh yes, sir. Oh yes. That was one of their best fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was a TA-152 then?
That was the twin boom observation aircraft, artillery observation aircraft.
That was Bollum and Boss.
Was that the float plane? No, that's the one, HE-115.
Yeah. That was the ultra high, the long wings, mate.
Yeah.
With a double supercharger in it.
Yeah.
Only a few were made, but I had to pull that one out, sir. What was code named Upkeep?
Was that what, aircraft wise?
Military wise, sir.
Military.
It's to do with the RAF, so I'm giving you a gift. Upkeep. Surprised, to be honest. Barnes Wallace.
Bouncing bomb.
Bouncing bomb, mate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Operation Chastise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the smaller version they put in Mosquitoes? Nobody ever gets this.
No.
Highball. See, I mean, I'm proper on it, sir. Which aircraft was the first one to have an ejection seat in it?
As a Meteor.
No.
Vampire?
No. German?
What, 262?
No. Dornier 335 Arrow and the Heinkel 162, I think it is. Might be 163. Yeah. When Eric Winkle Brown, I said they had a propeller at the front and a propeller at the back. So when they wanted to bang out, they had explosive bolts on the propellers, which is always good. But when the handles for pulling it were by the sides. Now they're attached to the seat, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they reckon, or it was rumoured that.
Between the legs.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can pull that screen down, sir. I've seen it. I've seen it. You pull that screen down. Yeah. See, that Luftwaffe pilots were missing their arms because the seat went one way and their arms were gripping, hanging on for dear. No, so I don't know how true that is anyway. Yeah. But Captain Eric Winkle Brown, very top of the range man, flew more aircraft than any other pilot before or since, and his records can never be beaten, sir. Never be beaten. Anyway, we're not talking about bushcraft here, are we? No. But anyway, there's a little quid. There's a little quid. Let's have a look. Yeah. What was? No, don't answer, sir. What was the code name for the invasion of England, and what was the code name for the invasion of Normandy? And I'll let our viewers answer that, sir. Yeah. We could have, like, we could have an hour's medical minute. We could have like Mack's military minute. But a load of people will be able to answer them, mate. Anyway. Yeah, ladies and gents, as we see, it packs down pretty small. I mean, there's my hand. I suppose that's my cheap man's DD Superlight. About the same size as a rolled up newspaper, so broadsheet, but perfect for top flapping underneath that burger. And there's me, like, proper posh bushcrafter chopping board, proper hygiene in the field in it. So he's a little pikey dog, and it goes to anybody, bless him. Now you've been giving him treats. But yeah, ladies and gents, yeah, so that's just repurposed. Was it one tigerish?
It's the bushcraft
bungalow. Yeah, bushcraft bungalow. That's what I made out of it. Because the first one's quality control was shot to bits. But it's all been sorted, and I'm an happy puppy. But that certainly do. Next time I come over, it's just getting a little bit late now. We've just been sitting and having a chat and stuff, mate. Is I'm going to rig it up over the chair, just to make a little shelter, just a proof of concept that. Right, ladies and gents. Yeah. Having a slow pack up now, mate, ain't we? Oh, body keeps indicating, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's doing something.
Yeah. Proper ghost. Body, what you got? What's that? Is there a ghost, Dad? You can see ghosts, can't you? Dogs can see ghosts. Yeah, there's a boogeyman over there, Dad. I'll get him. Oh, bless him. Right, ladies and gents, as we talked about last time and now demonstrated on me, was the older, what they call the Israel dressing. I got 5 of these for very cheap. Can't remember what it was now. Under 20 quid, and that's 5 of them. On a shop one to you, and they fit in your, you know, your sleeve pocket really nicely, didn't you? And it'll be there when you need it, mate. And the same in my jacket. And again, ladies and gents, if you've not seen that, inside there is compact, packed in, zillion years shelf life. And that's a slightly smaller version of this one that we opened up and demonstrated last time. And that's what it comes as, a pad, and obviously dressing, and it just gets dressed around that type of way, ladies and gents. So that's what's in there. I'll drop a link in there. Seriously, if you're not going to, one of these in a jacket, top left hand pocket, when you're wandering about, you'll hurt yourself. You have the ability to sort of dress a wound, a burn. You can make these into if you've broken your arm or whatever. We even use these in the army to bind people's legs together when they've got, you know, a broken leg and so forth. Plenty of cordage on there. But that's it in its simplified self, ladies and gents. Come from Israel, only took a week, and you know, 5 of them as much as you'll get for, you know, a Domino's pizza. Got to be done. And you know, kind of, you have your first aid kit, but if you always have this in your jacket, job done. Yeah, because the amount of times you're going to be walking away, mooching about or doing something, and that's a one-all kind of first aid thing, isn't it? You know, you can use it on a small cut that is bleeding, or, you know, a bigger cut until you can get back and that type of stuff. But I'll drop the old link in for them, and let your eyes be your guide on that. But certainly 5 of them is a much better purchase than a Domino's pizza.
Yep.
Well, unless you're hungry, then a Domino's pizza, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it?
Soak that in gravy, you might be able to eat it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyway, ladies and gents, just to finish up on that then, because I sent away for some more, I got 5. I'll drop a link in and a price in as you do. Well, that just floats down. It's about no bigger than a packet of 20 cigarettes, and weighs like probably about 20 cigarettes, to be perfectly honest, mate. And these either fit in your top left hand pocket, or, you know, we've both got pockets on the arm of the jacket. Fits in there nicely, mate, doesn't it? Always going to be there. Forget about it until you need it. Right, ladies and gents, right, if you watch this far, thank you very much, and I'll see you when I see you. Stay safe.